Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So today we're going to check the energy, do a collective reading, see what it is that the divine has for you. The messages that most resonate with you at the present moment of you receiving and watching this video. As I ask for guidance, insight to deliver this message with truth and integrity, with care and compassion, may you receive it in the same energy. Thank you. So, starting out, we have the nectar of the lotus. And we also have Immortal Treasures. Immortal Treasures is card number 14, which 4 and 1 is 5. 5 is about transformation. And these immortal treasures are the transformations that are happening within you. They're immortal because these are treasures that travel with you throughout lifetimes for some of you. For many of you, it's recognizing that through your awakenings, through your transformations, through your changes, you're now seeing, knowing, feeling, being the treasure yourself, the gift. Because the true treasure lies within. Within as you connect with your heart, with your inner knowing, with your intuition, the connection, the interconnectedness that we all have with Divine Creator Source and with each other as a collective. That's what makes us a collective. Okay, so many of you are tapping into those treasures, recognizing those treasures. You're tapping into your alchemy abilities and these spiritual lessons and how to take the lessons and use them for your benefit. Use them to elevate. Use them to evolve. Use them to also assist others. For those that are tapping into this message, you're not a selfish person. Yes, you take care of self. But your mission is greater than that. Your purpose is greater than that. You know that you came on a more elevated vibration, a more elevated frequency. So you become the spiritual alchemist. You've tapped into, remembered, confirmation, the gifts that you have of alchemy, and or you're now coming into this knowledge. And how great of a treasure it is. The great gift it is from the divine as you're coming into the remembrance of this treasured gift. That's for some of you. Some of you have learned this gift through some very valuable lessons. Some of these lessons were not easy because in some aspects, some of you felt rejection. But you've found the treasure in alchemy and becoming the spiritual alchemist and how to transmute that energy of rejection. You've been able to find the value in the rejection. And how does it go? What's the saying? God's rejection is sometimes God's protection. Or some would say it's a blessing in disguise. And it's because what's meant for you is meant for you. That's where you find the nectar in life. Going where you are aligned. And those that aren't aligned, people, places, and things, either you reject or they reject you. Either way, it still puts you towards the place of alignment with things that are in frequency, in vibration with you. And many of you have been taking the time to reflect on this. Reflect on the perfection of rejection. What are you talking about, Tonae? Perfection in rejection? Yeah. Because with that rejection, it allowed you to get more stable, more in alignment, more grounded in your root chakra. For some of you, when the rejection came, you felt like you were in isolation. Isolation is different from solitude. So I'm getting that some of you, and if you're not, then this is what you're possibly being encouraged to do. To now come out of that rejection energy. You may have felt isolated. There's a difference I'm hearing between isolation and solitude. When you're isolating yourself for a period of time, for a cycle, it may have been necessary. Necessary so you can hear your own authentic voice, so that you could tap into your root chakra, so that you could hear the whispers of your soul, the whispers coming from the divine, the Most High, the whispers of your ancestors as they're assisting you to unleash your creativity. So you take this period of isolation. I'm going to call it solitude, because if you still, I'm hearing if you're still in isolation, it's time to come out and join the party. Do you see how there's a whole, not a three-piece suit, what is this? Bring it to my awareness, please. When you're getting ready for a party, why can't I recall that? Bring it to my awareness, please. You get dressed up. When you look good, you feel good. I've been hearing that a lot lately. So some of you are, what? I just saw an image of a gentleman in the bow tie. Some of you go into isolation to tap into the whispers of your soul, to also hear that quiet voice within, because it's in the quietness, it's in the stillness that you're able to reflect on what it is that you're hearing, and then take what resonates with you, what's in alignment with you. For some of you, you've been in isolation though for quite some time, and it's time, I'm hearing, to come out of the isolation. You've done the reflection, you've gathered the wisdom. It's now time for you to connect with family and tribe. It's time for you to unleash your creativity, is what I'm also hearing. The solitude, for some of you isolation, but the solitude is what allowed you to get into that inner strength. It allowed you to tap into your confidence, your essence of alchemy, to ace. I just heard these spiritual lessons. It's like you're on the upgrade, the level up, because you're willing to put yourself in isolation. It's not like you need someone else to do it. You are your own. You tap into your own inner whispers, your own inner guidance, your inner strength. You're confident with doing that so that you can work on yourself. It's like you're the gardener of your soul. So you go in and you prune out the weeds. You replant. You shift the compost. You put the right nutrients in the soil. And this is all on a spiritual level. This is what I'm getting that many of you are doing. You're the gardener of your soul. You go out into nature, the nature within you, to nurture yourself, to hear the beautiful music of your soul, the whispers. And these whispers sound like nature sounds to me, like birds chirping, butterfly wings flapping by, dragonflies, even the bees. Some of you have now found more than just inner peace. You've also found the outer peace. It's like you're not easily swayed by the things that are going on around you. Because when there's chaos or there's turmoil, you know how to put yourself into solitude. And for some of you, this solitude is just doing meditation, deep meditation for some of you. So that you're able to move, especially with dance here, move in a way that is creative to you. You got your own unique dance style, is what I just heard. Some of you, I get it. But as you're dancing, sweetie, you're creating energy and it's flowing throughout your body. And when you're tapping into that joy inside of you, it's like a healing nectar for yourself. And it allows you to, by choice, release any attachments from your body, from your mind, and from your energy field. And so that's why some of you isolate and dance to yourself. It's like a nectar to your soul. This is also with you guys tapping into vital energy, life force energy. This is for some of you when you dance, but this is also dancing with the ebbs and flows of life. It's you taking that time in solitude. There's a time to be out in nature, and there's a time to be in solitude. Maybe you don't leave the house for the entire day because that's what you need to regenerate your energy. And then you're more in tune with self to go out and intermingle with others. Only you know how the dance works for you. So you don't need someone else to tell you when it's time for you to get out every day and do the sun. No. Your inner voice may be saying, we're going to isolate today, so that you can speak with care and compassion, not in a very irritated way. So that you're able to hear the voice of wisdom and then speak with wisdom. Only you know the dance that's for you. Some days it's about being out and about, and some days it's just about the solitude, the isolation. Where does that nectar lead you? Yes, there is an endless supply of energy, an endless supply of joy, of peace, of bliss. And it flows freely. But as it's flowing, there are times where you need to isolate, to replenish your cup. If you're always out and about, even if you're in nature, some do it in nature, some just need time to themselves. Not getting out of the bed, I just heard. Just taking time to yourself so you can rejuvenate. Staying open-minded. Staying open-minded to the whispers that come forth. Sometimes the whispers say it's time to get out and about. The sun is shining. You need a little bit of vitamin D. You need to go out and actually touch a tree, hug a tree, hear the birds sing. And sometimes the whispers say Nah, it's cool. Chill today. Stay inside and dance a little. Stay inside and find the nectar of the movement within your body. It's up to you to get in tune with your frequency and your vibration. This is where the harvest comes in. It's not about what someone else wants for you. What do you want for you? What best resonates with your soul? What is more in alignment with you for that present moment? Yes, you were staying open-minded to the suggestions for others, even from me, from this reading. But what you're being more guided to do is to make sure you're tapped in to your own inner strength. Because we all have our own unique path, even though each and every one of us has value. Even the lessons that come forth, that come to make you stronger, the lessons that come forth, that assist you with being more in a leadership position for those of you who are on this spiritual path. It's about the leadership and you not relinquishing your power. In this way of stepping into leadership, many of you are going to inspire others. So that's why it's very important for you to have the courage to tap into the whispers that are for you, in alignment with you. Not what someone else is loudly projecting. You should do it like this, and this is the way you elevate, and this is the way you raise the frequency. But baby, really, you may need to get quiet and decide if in that present moment that's what's resonating for you. Now that takes courage, especially when you're used to having leadership, when you're a person that actually respects leadership. But the message is also saying you're a leader in your own right. You are the leader of your life. In coherence with the Most High. You are that creator. So for as much joy as it gives others to inspire you, keep that balance of where you're always listening to your intuition, the inner wisdom, the inner whispers that come from your higher self, from the innermost parts of you. Some of us would call it that gut feeling, where you're not relinquishing your power because some leader, including me, there's a scripture that says something like, try the spirit. Because I'm not wanting to be your savior or your God, but when a message comes through, I'm a messenger. And it may be just what you needed to hear in that moment to inspire you to move forward. But I'm also hearing, try the spirit. It's okay to question things. Some will have you afraid to question because they feel like they're the authority over your life. No. Only if you're giving your power away. It's okay, because some of us have done that. We've actually been programmed to do that. If you thought for yourself, a lot of the propaganda and the fear tactics just wouldn't work. If you danced to the beat of your own drum and celebrated your own sovereignty, whoa, that would put a lot of people who make money off of fear tactics out of business. That would allow for a higher vibration to unfold as you come out of the fear vibration, out of the muck and the mud into the sunshine like a lotus flower. That's what this nectar of the lotus is all about. Tapping into that vibration of love, of joy, of bliss, of peace, prosperity, abundance. Being aware that there is an agenda that pushes fear, that pushes that fight or flight mentality, that pushes that it's not enough, so you need to be in competition with this one and that one. They're going to get the spot before you get it. Sure. Me not subscribe to them things there. What I just said was, no, I'm sorry, I don't resonate with that. But you have to decide what resonates with you. What puts you in a higher vibrational frequency, or what keeps you in a fear, fight or flight state of mind. You can have a scarcity, that there's not enough, that there's not a space for everyone, that there's always got to be one top dog. You're the alpha male, the alpha female. Or you can recognize that, baby, this world is plentiful in every way, shape, form, and aspect. You can go with the fear propaganda, or you can choose an abundance mindset. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's not always an easy choice to make. It takes being unmovable like a mountain, unshakable. It takes tapping into strength and then allowing for it to unfold as it takes root within you. It takes communing with your higher self, communing with the Most High, even communing with each other as a collective. What? I just heard, am I my sister's keeper? Take that as it resonates. Am I my brother's keeper? Can I fix another queen's crown when it's slanted, shifted, or broken? Can I allow his light to shine or her light to shine without feeling like they're outshining me? But doesn't it take bunches of luminaries to light up the night sky? There's a moon, stars, planets, and they all have their own individual space doing their own thing. And not one is even more important than another. But it takes them all. See, many feel like if your light's shining too bright, then you're killing their light. And that's where the illusion comes in. Death is an illusion. Just because one person is shining brightly or has a very strong aura or is in their flow at this minute doesn't mean that it kills your light or stops your flow, or that you're not going to be able to find your space. The cosmos is infinite. So be open to receiving this healing information, because these words are going to be healing to some of you if you're able to receive it with care. I saw another one. If you're able to receive it in a very graceful manner, and then take action in a very peaceful, graceful manner. The choice is yours. You can move in the energy of forgiveness, which is a higher vibration that allows you to be an inspiration to others and be inspired by others. I know, I heard it. I heard you loud and clear. Forgiveness is not always easy, especially, Tonae, when they did this, and that. Baby, it's a part of the ebbs and flows of life. None of us is perfect. Not one of us. Not one of us hasn't needed forgiveness or needed to forgive. Not one of us. Now, I'm not saying you have to say you're even sorry, because sometimes that falls by the wayside. And more times than not, when people say it, they don't really mean it. I heard this interesting comment from this gentleman. He wears the bow ties a lot with the suit. It's funny that we had that on the board here. Yeah, he kind of looks like this when he's dressed up. Do you see that? And he was saying he doesn't say sorry. And I was first a little taken aback by that. Like, what, you're too proud to say you're sorry? And then he said something like, he doesn't say he's sorry because he can just own up to being wrong. And that he's okay with that, because not every one of us, any one of us, is always right. There is at least this 1% chance that you're wrong, right? But then he also said that changed behavior was the best remedy as a tool of forgiveness. He didn't say it exactly like that. I'm kind of putting my own spin on it. But he said something to the effect of like change behavior. So when it comes to forgiveness, it's like, okay, you're sorry, but are you changed? It's the changed behavior that really implements and shows the forgiveness, is what I got from what he was saying. So shout out to Gates, I think that was. I was watching the interview. I only caught a piece of it, but if I'm not mistaken, that's who I heard say it. And so it had me to ponder on that for a little bit. You know, I reflected on that. I thought, yeah, that makes sense. Changing the behavior, because we've all made mistakes. We all do things. Not one of us is perfect. But we can become a new creation, meaning change the behavior and move it to a higher vibrational frequency. That's a part of being in leadership, especially when it comes to partnerships. We have card number 20 here. So it's like you can innovate a new way of being once you recognize that something doesn't resonate with you. That the way you've been moving, or the fact that you were even wrong about something. Like, it does not have to be the end of the world to be wrong about something. Even in our government, when they see that they're doing something wrong, and people will say there's no right or wrong, there's no right or wrong. Listen, take it however it resonates with you. If it's hurting another just for you to gain some material wealth, that's low vibrational AF. I said it, and I don't bite my tongue about it. Feel how you want to feel about it. This is my sacred breath, and that was the sound and the frequency I chose to make with it. It is what it is. When it comes to life force and the communication, I resonate with it being of a luminous vibrational frequency. Where are we lifting each other up, lifting up self? And so I just heard somebody say, oh, you want to save the world. Why not? Why not? Is this not the place where you reside right now? So why do you want to destroy the world? Is this not the place where your children and your children, because Elon and them ain't got into space yet. They may be working on it, sweetie, but it's still a work in progress. Either way, the majority of you that are listening to this message right now in this present moment reside here. Why does it have to be a place of despair, or known as a prison planet? Our thoughts create things. So what are we communicating? What vibrations are we sending out? Could it be a luminous life force? Could we use the sacred sound and breath to create better? In a way where we're all living large. Change behavior. Once you know, how does it go? Once you know better, you do better. When you're doing better, you're living large. Forgive yourself, forgiving each other, turning things right side up. Card number 1, making it into a new beginning. It is possible. If we take a time out to breathe, time out to tap into luminous life force energy and create brilliant beliefs. If we gotta believe the lie, then why can't it be a lie that is brilliant and luminous? Why does it have to be one of fear? She took my man. He do it better than him. All of this competition and comparison. I'm just giving the messages as they come. I'm a channeler. Did I sign up for the mission to save the world? Probably. Probably. Either way, it's about choosing love over fear. That's really how you get out of the matrix. Because it'll use fear to keep you in fight or flight, which then keeps you in this energy of comparison and competition. My hair looks better, her lips look better, her butt is better, she got better, he does it better. Like, at the end of the day, you can't take the money with you. The looks fade. What you really have left is the spirit, the soul itself. That's where the magic carpet is. That's where you're truly living large. Now, I get it. The soul came here to learn some lessons. But are we going to keep repeating the same, like past life after life, you're coming back and it's the same old lessons? Or are we elevating the lessons, you know? Like even Earth as a whole is elevating in frequency. That's why, I was going to do this on a live, but I got this, let me see if I can find it. I got this automatic writing that came out and I wanted to do it on a live. Gosh, let me see, can I find it? And this thing came up. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, okay. So this was like, I think it goes with this message. I got this like a day or two ago. And it was like a, automatic writing, I think that's the term that's used, a channeled message. It says it's feeding off your fear. Feeding off your fear. So that's where I was just speaking about this. May I have some tarot to go along with this message? So some of you, okay, it's coming back to me. Okay. At the top of this page, I got feeding off your fear. Okay, so some of you, where this came from when I was seeing the image, it's like many of you are coming into your spiritual gifts and it was showing me like 3D to 5D. A lot of people talk about going from the 3D to the 5D, but you skipped a whole number in there, the 4D, right? And so the 4D, you never really hear a lot of people talk about that. But the reason you're skipping over that is because what I got was in the 4D, this is where there are like non-physical beings. These are the entities. These are, okay, slow down, breathe. Whew. This is where as we're making this transition from 3D to 5D, new earth energy, right? Even the earth is elevating in frequency because it's been dense for a while. Dense and weighed down with this fear-based energy, fear-based consciousness, right? And now things are expanding. New beginnings, Ace of Wands here. Things are expanding. The vibration is being raised. Now, there is some that will do anything to win at all costs. And by this message even going out, they feel like this is a tower moment that's creating, it's breaking down frequencies. It's breaking down matrix mentality. Matrix mentality. Whoa. It's breaking down matrix mentality. There are entities that coincide with us from the 4D. It's like when you're looking at a drawing, and a drawing has on a paper 2D, and then you can make a model out of clay, and then it becomes like 3D. You're able to see more aspects of the 3D more than you are from the 2D. So this is what happens when you're in like that 4D mentality. They can see things that you're not always able to see on an energetic, on a spiritual, vibrational level. And so as we're going into the 5D, it's still like these entities are able to coincide or communicate. That's where you get these whispers. And that came out here today. Oh, thank you, Divine. You bringing this message together. I see it. I see it. I see it. The whispers right here that are coming in, right? And so when these whispers are coming in, a lot of times, now don't get it twisted, just like because it's coming out of this 3D duality system, there are still these entities that are low vibrational, and then there are some that are more higher vibration. I didn't get that this still happens in the 5D. I don't know. They'll probably give me more clarity on that. But how I'm seeing this is that the lower vibrational frequencies tend to want to keep you in a fear-based state. So they also showed me, and then they brought me back to remembrance. I'm going to share something with you guys, to where a lot of you, as you're having your spiritual awakenings, as you're coming into your gifts, you're now, some of you are starting channels as well, because it's a part of you getting your message out. It's a part of you assisting the collective to elevate. And so some of you started channels recently. Some of you had channels and you closed them. That was that fear working on you. The divine showed me, because if you guys didn't know, before I was Tonae Star, I was Intuitive Connections 99. Yes, I had a whole channel, and I came across some of those videos the other day. I may still post them on the channel, but I was newer, and not even new. I was coming into the remembrance of my spiritual gifts. And as I was doing this, it was like there was that fear thing coming from every which way, up, left, down, round, and about. And like, you don't know what you're saying. Every aspect they could, even the gang stalking. Those who were a part of it, they know. And if they don't know, it's because they have these entities that are constantly whispering to them. I said that to say, for some of you, stay with what you're doing. It's a part of your path. You guys are more than likely becoming leaders. And if you're not, then the message that you have, whether you give the very light messages, you know, happy-go-lucky, or those messages that just hit the soul and have to bring it home in a certain way. We all have our own different calling, different path to walk. But we also each have a group that we inspire. So at some point in time, you'll resonate with my energy, and then you may come to a point where our paths separate, and you're not resonating as much, or you resonate elsewhere. However, you're being led across your path. A reason, a season, or a lifetime. Okay, so that was one thing they gave me. What else did I have here? Discovery, mystery. You're not going to know everything. You still have to trust. It's good to be logical, but there is something about mystery. We don't know all of the mysteries of the divine, but what you need to know will be revealed to you when it's time for you to know. There was something about silence, again, so you can hear the whispers. Silence, so you can hear the whispers. Silence is where that quiet, still voice comes through. Okay, wait. Let me see. Is it some more? And then, something about every thought you have is not necessarily your thought. You see how this Five of Swords is here? The swords are about mentality. So when we're a collective, sometimes you're getting thoughts. It's not always your thoughts. That's why you're being encouraged to observe, like see. Observe the thoughts. You don't have to give it any energy. You don't have to get happy about it or sad about it. Observe it and be the observer of the thoughts so you can see where this is coming from. Sometimes it'll be revealed to you, and that's why these moments of isolation or solitude are necessary. Those moments of quietness and stillness so that you're able to hear what's coming forth. Because thoughts do create reality. They do this because thoughts create emotion, energy in motion. So when you become the observer of the thoughts and not giving it too much energy, you haven't put too much emotion or energy in motion behind any one particular thought, especially if it's a thought that doesn't resonate with you. Not every thought that you have is your thought. That's where we go back to trying the spirit. When you observe the thought, you can see, does that resonate with me? And then you put energy behind it, joy, bliss, love, peace, whatever. And if it doesn't resonate with you, you can allow it to dissipate because it just doesn't resonate with you. That was a valuable lesson for me in my awakening. Okay, I'm sharing kind of personal things with you guys. Gang stalking. They gang stalk because they want you to shut up. This is also about putting your channel out. They want to put your light out, create fear. There's a group waiting for your gift, for the gift inside of you. So it's like whenever you're in fear and you stop using your gifts, then it's like there's some entities, remember 4D, that are waiting to feed off of it. Feed off the fear, feed off of your gifts. Somehow I didn't get that whole thing on that. But many are coming into your gifts. Your thoughts create reality. Not every thought is your thought. That's why it's said to observe the thoughts. Not every thought is to be given energy. Test the spirit. Observe the thought. Thoughts have frequencies and vibration. Thoughts create energy and motion. Meditation, quiet time, so important, allows you to hear your inner voice, your God voice more clearly, not caught up in the chaos of the noise. The stillness will assist you in hearing clearly. And I think I put clairsentience because I'm not sure right now if that's the one for hearing, but where you're able to hear more clearly, feeding off your fear. And then I told you, because at one point in time, guys, I was already doing this. This was maybe now, since this channel's been up about a year, I did it for like 3 years straight. They held my channel back just like it's kind of being held now, but now it's being held for a different reason. This has to do with the Most High and some spiritual stuff that's going on behind the scenes. Yeah, I know. Those who don't think I know, oh yeah, I know. I know. The ancestors and the Most High imparted that wisdom into me. And they showed me what happened before. And I put the baton down and stepped out of the race, and they were like, it's time to pick it back up. So for some of you, this is a word of encouragement to say, baby, don't put your baton down. Don't let that fear overtake you. Stay in the race, even if you're moving like a turtle. The race wasn't given to the swift or the strong, but to the one that endures. So endure. And that has been this message. I want to thank you guys for joining me, Tonae Star. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I heard you. I heard you. Wait. Okay, and so then there was something about quietness, yes, and that you can change your own vibrational frequency. That's why dance is beneficial, because it allows energy to move through the body. That's also where you have music that is high vibrational to you and your soul, whichever music resonates with you, not something that's gonna lower your frequency. And then it spoke of music as like with tones, and so one of the most popular, not even popular, one of the most known tones is the Om. That's a tone. One of the reasons they showed me that like monks tone is because you're able to then adjust, readjust, align your own chakras, your own frequency, your own vibration. Each chakra has its own tone. So if you're not into toning, you can learn what they are. It's just like Om, Yam, Vam, Ram, Hum. Yeah, you can look them up and you can tone to actually change your own vibrational frequency. So as you get quiet and then you use those tones, it assists you. Some of you get that because you're musicians and you know how music works. For others of you, creating that own music within you allows you to break up certain stagnant energy within the body, because that tone creates this vibration that shakes that shakes shit up. That's what I just heard. It shakes stuff up so that you can you know, get more in alignment with the vibration that's more resonant with you. Okay. Okay, I think I got everything out. I didn't know that this was how the message was going to come together, but I'm always amazed and I like it. I like to see how things are going to come together. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. This is time where we're coming into this new beginnings. These beginnings, we can decide how they're going. We're a collective energy. It starts with the self, yes, but then you can stay with the matrix mindset, or which is scarcity, which is fear, or you can move into a more abundant mindset. We can learn the lessons, share the lessons, or we can stay in scarcity. We got the tools, you got the power, the magic, and you can make it a magic carpet ride, or you can sit in a poverty jail cell of your mind. Thank you for joining me, Tonae Star, here with Tonae Star Enterprises. That was a wonderful, adventurous voyage that the Divine took us on. I want to thank you for joining me. Your energy is greatly appreciated. Your subscribes, likes, and shares are just as well appreciated. For any of you that took anything from this message, please share it so that it may uplift, encourage, and motivate, inspire another. And as an energetic exchange, hit the like button so that this video may reach others. I thank you for your time, your energy, your good vibes, and the interconnectedness. Again, thank you for joining me, Tonae Star.